Hello and welcome to Hamrok Slays Undead. It was a long weekend. I took a Thursday off to make the level 50 videos, and those are all, they already started coming out, I believe. Yeah, I'm just thinking. I think the first one came out on Saturday. So Paladin Saturday, Enchanter Sunday, Druid today, maybe? I don't know. I think they're all scheduled for about 1 o'clock this evening or this afternoon. Let me see here. It does look like Druid will come out today, and then I think Wizard, yeah, Mage, Wizard throughout the week, and then on Thursday there will be a group video with all of them. I went to Hole for 45 kills. We did that. And I have to edit that one still, and that'll be up. And then later this week, there will be a 110 Berserker. All these get in early access. So if you're a member on YouTube, you get early access to these as soon as they're posted. Hey, Painted Dragon, how are you doing? And then this weekend I worked on the 130 videos also. So those will be next week. So I think I'm doing it. What is this first one here? I'm doing Mage on Saturday. I haven't recorded it yet, but that's my plan. So what we're doing, yeah. So we're gonna get into this. We're gonna pick a random zone because we are currently level 50, and we're going to head off. We're almost 51 because the video in the hole, like I said, that'll come out on Thursday at 1 o'clock. So not much there. Just I changed a lot of the. I went through all the videos, right, and I made all the level 50 videos, and during that I did a little cleanup, if you will, on the characters hotbars and stuff. This one you can kind of see here, I kind of filled out all the buttons. Even though there's like nothing in these buttons, it kind of just gives me a reminder and a visual cue that I can use a little bit easier to talk about like what some of these things do. Like here's pet stop, it stops all the pets, right, and then that just goes to this button here on him. And stuff like that. I did not spend any time working on skills, so they do fizzle a lot on things still. But let's go ahead and get us a random zone here. So here's my website, eqrng.com. Obviously, I'm shilling this thing as much as I can, even though there's no ads. It's totally free, totally free. So let's hit random here, and we got Tower of Rot. What the hell is Tower Rot? That is not what I wanted here. So we actually need to put a minimum level here. Let's see here. We are 50, so we'll do 50 to, let's say 55. That's a better zone though. Vexar. All right, we got the zone I wanted. All right, so the way this is gonna work is we're gonna go until 55. When we hit 55, we'll turn AAs on. But the day after, the stream after we hit 55, if we hit it before Thursday, I will take off so I can make all the 55 videos. So if I hit 55 today, obviously there will be no stream tomorrow because I will be spending all day making videos. It's literally, they're like 30-minute long videos, and it takes me all day to make them for some reason. I take like breaks in between. But we need to get to Vexar, and the best way to get to Vexar, let's see here if we can find a map. Let's see here, like Omen, Warsock Woods, Garner's Castle. Now we can get to Skyfire Mountains, we can get to Emerald Jungle, neither of which are close enough to what I want. Like Omen. Oh wait, okay, so we're gonna go to Plane of Knowledge. Plane of Knowledge FV, and then we are there. So we can go ahead and click that. There we go. All right, let's get this underway here, and this will be fun. We got everybody, we got everything going. Everybody should be grouped. They do have some external buffs, I'm not gonna lie, but I have no idea what they are. I think it's just like Cleric one at this point. In the video where I go to Hole, they had like a higher level damage shield from I think a mage or a druid or something like that. Somebody did a massacre buff and it hit me. So you know, it's going good. And then what else? The Power Plow guild that we got going on here. We got our own Discord now. Blarp set all that up. Hey Garrett, how are you doing, man? Happy Monday. And so can I let that grow on its own there? Anybody's welcome to join. I didn't update my bots yet, so if you need a link to that, it's on my Discord, so you can get there through that. Okay, come on, give me Hamrok. All right, FV, that's where we're going. And I took off the reindeer nose. It's just so ugly. I took it off. But let's make our way through here. And everybody's on follow, so perfect. So 55 is going to be a nice level to hit, definitely because of we get some power increases. We start getting AAs from F51, and so by the time we get to 55, we get like the first bit of archetype AAs, which are pretty strong and stuff like that. Hey Grix, how you doing, man? How you doing? And it'll work out really well. So that's Freeport, and that's Furiona Vi. All right. Let's get everybody clicked over here. Hopefully I clicked it. Looks like I clicked it. I just didn't click it on you. And perfect. Yeah, so I spent a good part of the weekend making the level 50 videos. I even went ahead and did a mage one, and then I started getting prepared to do the 130 videos. I was gonna wait until I was max AA, but I was like looking at the AAs and I'm missing it. I'm like, there's no difference in how this is gonna play based on what I'm missing. So I just said, screw it, made the warrior video, and then I realized I probably should make them all. And then Sunday, my daughter had her boyfriend over for dinner, and that ended up me not doing anything at all. So my wife had me doing prep with dinner and prep with cleaning, all kinds of nonsense that I didn't want to do. But that's life. Right here, that's the turn. Come on, guys. Keep following. We're gonna get off to Vek-Asar, and it is a lovely zone. It is an absolutely lovely zone, and we shouldn't have any problems there. Let's kill whatever this thing is. Level 30. And now I changed my multi-bind, right? So the tank is on 4 and 5, and everybody else is on 5. So there's some slight differences there now, but it's really not going to be a huge difference, in all honesty. It just lets me do some optimization with debuffs stuff, which in turn is going to make me do a little bit more target-to-target healing with the paladin here, so he can sustain himself slightly. Obviously, it's not going to last forever, but at these lower levels, he's going to be able to self-heal himself some. But once we get into the higher levels, I don't think he's going to be able to do it as much as I'd like, but should be good. All right, you zone, but no one else zoned. All right. Get everybody over. So we're gonna swim down to the bottom of Lake Omen, which is less than fun, but I might have Enduring Breath on the Druid at level 50 here, so that might we might do that just so we don't have to worry about drowning, because if you recall, like an episode or two ago, we had a drowning as we were swimming across the Gulf of Gundark, so we don't want that again. Imagine playing permadeath and then having one of your boxes drown. That would suck. That would suck so much. Oh. Maybe one day we'll do a permadeath run. We use... Yeah, you forget about it at lower levels. Exactly, Painted Dragon. Exactly. Like, as soon as you get to... What is it? Like, I think it's the next one, right? Yeah. I think the next helmet, the intricate one, is the one that gives the enduring breath plus all the other stuff, and you're like, oh yeah, I have that permanently now. Then at like 70, you get like all the auto grant AAs. They give it to you too. It's just like something you don't think about, and then bam, you're dead at the bottom of a gulf, and you're like, why? What happened? Yeah, I've had my necro die so many times, just like not paying attention. Back when he had like almost no hit points, and I had was it demi leech? Not demi leech. What is it called? What is the super AA cannibalism called? Whatever that is. Having that on and doing it in plain of knowledge without paying attention. It's death. Especially when your mercs are lazy. Alright, we want miscellaneous. Everlasting breath. Hopefully we don't need a fish scale for this. Hopefully. Perfect, we don't. Alright, so let's get myself put your mask on first and then help the other people around you. This is gonna be terrible. This is gonna take a little while because they have, I think, 30 swimming skill at this point, so and we will probably have to fight the goblins outside of the zone just because how terrible this is going to be. But let's just jump in and let's do this. Let's go to the bottom of the ocean here. So let's broadcast on, page down. Now that'll make them just swim down. I don't have to worry about anything. Now we could levitate all the way over there, but I'm literally would rather work on my swimming skill right now. Yeah, they're already 42 swimming. So this should work out. Like, they're all staying close. I do not see anybody breathing here, so I think that's gonna work out. As long as halfling here doesn't outswim them, we should be fine. All right, let's give them a second. How close are we? Oh, how close are we? Yeah, okay, so that's, I think, about where we need to get. So it's right down there. So it's not too bad it's not too bad, right? If I had Call a Hero, so at 55 we get Call a Hero, and we'll be changing away how we move around some of these guys. It might be a lot more Call a Hero, I'll tell you that. Yeah. And my sound, like, I'm having some issue with the game sound actually making it. I don't know if it actually makes it to the stream or not. I didn't see it in the recording, so I can't figure out why. But I have some weird routing going on right now with my sound. It goes from the game to this sonar thing for these headphones, and then it goes into my Go XLR, which then gets pulled up on OBS. And I don't know, it's less than ideal. I need to replace this Go XLR. Just can't figure out what to replace it with since it's no longer like supported. I was hoping to find something I could use in Linux that would be more of a hardware solution and less of a software hardware thing, because having to deal with the like updates on something and then it like just the company goes under is is actually frustrating beyond belief. There we go. All right, so right here is the entrance. So I have separate inputs for each audio channel, right? So I have my voice as an audio channel, the desktop's an audio channel, the mic's an audio channel, the music's an audio channel. I don't even know if you can hear the music either. So definitely getting frustrated there, because it all goes into like a stream mix for the Go XLR, and it has its own its own mixer, but to get it to go through my headphones, which is different from the previous version of the headphones, it has to go through their software. It's so annoying. And I had it set up, but every time I reboot Windows, it like resets a lot of stuff, which is even more frustrating. But I'm hoping to be done with Windows here shortly. It's right here, right? Yeah. There we go, and boom. Let's go and just assign those to me so I don't have to wait for the rolls. Leave that on the corpse. All right, here's the entrance to Vexar. Obviously, it's off the ground because it is a floating asset. So you gotta kind of go up a little bit here. Let's page up on all these fools. All right, they're not gonna work. All right, everybody's zoned. So we got what? 0.2, 0.6, 0.2. Got like 1% experience killing those things. All right, let's get everybody out of the water here. So right here, like it's kind of confusing. Like when I first, saw this zone, I was like, oh my gosh, it's another Kedge Keep. And then I realized that the water's only at the beginning. So, it is nice. Come on, go up. Right over here, just stand there. Auto follow would not work very well. Get them out of this. Come on, right up here. Get you up there. I mean, the swimming's at 68 now, so that's good. She's at 58. I don't know why there's a 10 skill difference when they've all been in the water the exact same amount of time. But here we are. All right, one more. Now this zone is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, this is a good zone. So I did not buy spells for 55, so that's on me for later. But we should be able to get to 55 without having to deal with it. Obviously, next episode is not going to be in this zone, so next episode will not be in this zone, depending on how far we get. All right, everybody. All right, we did not get everybody. Come on, guys. All the way down. All right. All right, that's everybody. All right, here we go. Let's start. So right here is pretty basic. Kill these goblins, right? So let's do this. Let's debuff this one. Shift numpad 7. We're gonna try to mez the shaman. That's my goal right now. See if that's working. Shift numpad 7. There we go. It looks like he got messed. I set up one mez macro, plus I am doing the AoE stun mez thing, so it seems to be working pretty well. So he should be fine there. And then see here, I love this zone. Loads of fun here. Yeah, this is a fantastic zone. I love that it has a significant amount of undead. We don't want that. Oh, obviously my pet tab targeted to wherever the hell he wanted when I did that. Alright, let's see if we can do this here. So that's shift numpad 7. Let's mez whatever the secondary target is. That one's a mez, and let's mez this one manually because I didn't set up a second button for that. There we go. Bio don't do anything stupid while I'm away. Yeah, we might. I don't think we'll wipe here. Honestly, I've got them all. I've got them all pretty much set up at this point. I think I did a lot of work for the level 50 videos to make sure that all their buttons are correct and set up, and all their spells are in the correct order. There was a lot of effort put into that. I only made one mez button for some reason. I should have made all of them. I was gonna switch. I have a mez down here on shift. I'm gonna shift these 3 buttons down here, so it's a little bit more cohesive to the way I want it. So I don't have to hit shift. Whenever I hit shift, it seems to really... It's more of like a stop attacking kind of thing. Because it messes things up. Because if I hit shift like 1 or 2, right, it like changes my hotbar. So there's some things there that are a little crazy. Thank you very much for the follow, Baby Socks 1. Thank you. Alright. Let's grab this one. 0.5. Decent experience. We're gonna go past the goblins into the undead. Where are we at? Right up in this area. I think is where we're gonna be for a little while. There we go. Soldatna hit 51. Perfect. All right, we don't want that. And if we go over here to her, right, she gets a title. She gets 51. So she gets all kinds of AAs here. Trials of Matamurda. First aid, lung capacity, so she can breathe better. Metabolism, run speed, all the basic stuff that you get, you know, at level 51 AA wise. They kind of auto-grant all that stuff. So fantastic. Got all that. Now everybody should be fairly close on level, right? I think only one of them is like 20% behind, so. Come on, get on me, not on her. There we go. Wave of life. There we go. We hit 51 now. So, same stuff, it looks like. Exact same stuff, nothing different. So just the same kind of basic stuff. We got a new lay of hands level, which puts us at lay of hands 11. What is 45,000 point heal? Jeez, with 10,000 over time. Oh my gosh. So 45,000, yeah, like that is a complete heal times 10. So nice little heal there. Plus we get the innate metabolism, right? Something I've been complaining about is the halfling just destroys his food. Like it's just like he's like a little piggy, just like gobbling down all his food. And, like he's like eating twice as much as these ladies here. So it's kind of funny. I feel like he's an ogre there for a minute, because I believe ogres do the same thing. They eat twice as much food. Let's go this way. We're gonna keep going though, so I didn't realize these were gonna be blue, so we'll just keep going to the next section. So there's an underwater tunnel coming up. We're gonna go through there, and then I think this area might be where we want to be, if not in this area. Yeah, my second character was a halfling cleric, and I loved it. I loved it so much. It was so fun to play. I was kind of happy when I hit random halfling, but I don't really like the halfling faces. They don't have a beard worthy of worthy of this character, so it's unfortunate. But we will. I don't know. We'll see. I might do a race change at some point to whatever I want. Come on, give me aggro, please. It's hard to hold aggro off the enchanter the way I'm playing him right now. But he's obviously not taking much damage, so it's not too bad. But it's gonna be a hot minute before I'm full 100% aggro on all these guys. Come on. And today I actually clicked on the YouTube thing for streaming to the phone too, so it does both resolutions when it streams, which is actually kind of cool. Not gonna lie, honestly, because I was setting up my second stream before just to stream the phone version, and that was getting overly complicated because I can't control which one I get the chat on for my OBS and all that other stuff. So it's just like frustrating. But now they unified it all, so it's fantastic. Alright, so we got this permit up named, right? This guy is always up. I don't think I've ever not seen him up. But I think he drops a belt, which might be an upgrade. Oh, wow. What zone are these mobs? A Clicknar Scout. That is a cool looking mob. I don't think I've ever seen it from this this angle. And I do have pet taunt on, so the pets will take some damage. All right. Oh, we got a shaman staff. All right. I don't think I've ever seen this before, but here we are. I mean, this obviously has to go to the druid. Now we got a scale. Ooh, that's a nice og. We'll just go ahead and take that. And obviously she should be good. There we go. What does this thing even look like? Oh, wow. Look at that thing. That is unexpected look there. All right. I was hoping for the belt, honestly, but that works for me. All right, let's come down here and just kind of see what we got going on here. All right. Oh, wrong button. Shift numpad 7. It's like I have to hit shift numpad 7 multiple times for it to actually trigger. All right, looks like it did. And then we can go into damage. Looks like we need med. Now that I'm looking at it here, looks like everybody's pretty low. Now, they do have Voice of Quillanos on them, right? This is the level, higher level clarity, so they do have that benefit. All right. As long as the enchanter is not taken, we're doing our job. All right, let's sit them down for a moment. There we go. Let them med up. Let's mark this stuff never real quick. And it looks like she hit 51. Also, everybody is 51 except for a few of them. close are you? Oh, you're like a kill away. Perfect. All right, let's move on. Kind of want to get to the underwater portion before we lose the enduring breath. Looks like we have 12 minutes left on that. Looks like we're good. Sky. Low-key, the mezzes are actually kind of nice, right? Now, we do have, you know, damage shield on, right? Well, we don't have it now. But we did have the druid damage shield there for a little bit, which, you know, it's free damage, right? So, definitely, definitely if you have that going, you kind of want to get hit by multiple mobs, but it is what it is. All right, hero plant. Ganani. So right here in the next section, yeah, so we're going like this, right? We're gonna go like that. We're gonna go down this water, come back up here. And this section looks like there's a name. Is there anybody else in the zone? No, there is no one else in the zone. So it's all us. Yeah, and these ones are gonna, some of these are light blue, so we're gonna keep going. Keep going here. 20% in already. Nice. Come on now. But I'm hoping to start recording the quest videos for Hobbs and Friends here probably next week. I'm going to start doing whatever expansion he's on. I can't remember where I left off. I think there was 2 live streams of Lorian's song, and then I think we were at one of those. So we're going to start working on that again. I don't know how I'm going to release those videos. I try to only do 1 video a day. So it'll be like a stream plus a video kind of thing on most days. But with all the guides that I got coming out, it's going to be a little bit of a packed schedule. So those are going to be coming out at some point. Whatever, maybe save them for like rainy days when I don't have the opportunity to stream or something like that. Throw them on those days. But I should have enough videos for every day of the week, including the weekend. The very first one, Just Pat TV, you're going to want to go all the way back to Call the Forsaken. Right, you can kind of look here. If you look at the Call of Forsaken, right? So if you look at these ones, what is it here? Where is it? First, where is it? There is an achievement for it. I just don't remember where it's at. Lesser Call, Lesser Answer. That's a visual item there. Yeah, okay, here we go. So it's in the Conquest tab. Lesser Challenge of the Call is like, I think one of the first ones here. And you got to get these achievements here. Now, these are like actual like challenge achievements, I believe. These ones might even be raid ones. Let's look at the mission one here. Accomplished hero. No, there's so many items. That's experience. Yeah, I think it's just these ones here in the Conquest tab. But I would personally do it backwards. Like, so start at like Shattering a Row and work your way backwards if you're 130. If you're not 130, you know, start at the Call the Forsaken, work your way, you know, this way if you want. It's just depends. Like I'm trying to find the actual achievements here. So that was that. General, champion, Paragon? Nope. Seafarer? There we go. Seafarer gives him, you know, there's a lot of them. There's definitely a lot of them. And getting them all is, you know, quite a bit of effort. But you don't get any of the heroic ones here from Reign of Fear. So that one. But starting at Shattering Row would be my advice, because this is going to benefit you the most, right? Finishing Shattering Row, getting Storm Chaser and Storm Slayer, that's going to give you your big benefit, right? And then going back to Outer Brood, Lorien Song, like that. I think you can have 8 trophies at everything done, right? So 8 trophies. So you're going to want to have, you know, the last 8 expansions all the way back to the Burning Lands completely 100% done, so you can get these collection trophies, wherever the hell it is, right here. So like the first one's right here, the Mortal's Ethereal Wonder. You get bags for all this too, so you're gonna have a ton of bags, but definitely definitely the thing. Let's see here, Garrett. I've been watching the Hobbs series a ton. I'm close to attempting Gricklore mission, but my tank can never keep up with yours. Yeah. On that series, like Hobbs is pretty well geared. I think the 120 Hobbs has full raid gear. I think right now, I think he's 120 in whatever he was at. I got him. I think I bought him like full Night of Shadow raid gear. So he's a little he's a little bit of a beast. I don't plan on doing a raid gear on this guy here, and my warrior version doesn't have any raid gear. So, and if you're following that and you want to kind of see, you know, that Holdridge, my other paladin, I don't think he had any raid gear. In all honesty, I'm trying to remember, but I don't think he had anything like that. Maybe like level 1, I twinked him. I can't remember, but. I think I did group gear because I don't have any paladin raid gear, so I think he just had the group gear. Maybe a raid weapon, just because I have a ton of that stuff on FV. For I think I have the Outer Brood and the Lorien Song raid weapons, so it's kind of skews a little bit. All right, how do we get through here? We're gonna swim them one by one. Just because this will get annoying. We only got 4 minutes trying to get them to follow through this. But what I'm doing with my characters is I'm starting at the, you know, current expansion and then working my way backwards. And for the most part, that seems to be working pretty well. The hardest part is getting collectibles, but the cool thing about that is you can use Overseer for the good portion of the collectibles, like by getting these Overseer tokens right here. So I do that, and then if you're on FV, they're tradable, so it's even easier. You could just, you know, build a bunch of Overseer characters and do that. But on normal servers, they're not tradable. Let's see here, talking about Holdridge group going through TOV, getting tower keys. Yeah, I think I actually gave up on that, and I actually used Nomergard to get through that on one of those, and then I think on one of them, Blarp moved one of his characters over and helped me with that, I think, because he had all the keys on one of his characters, but I cannot remember exactly. I know one of my characters has all the keys up to the quests. I didn't do anything beyond that. But I hate Tower of the Frozen Shadows so much. I spent so much time there, and I got absolutely killed on my first multi-boxing group that I played when I came to live from it was like 5 years ago, or so, whatever it was. And it is still like, it still haunts me. Like it's not even hard now. Like I can go there with my 130 character and I have no problem, but going, it just like it's like a muscle memory of pain that I just don't like going there for some reason. But if you go to the EQ resource page for the key quests and stuff like that, the progression, there's like some slash commands you can use, like slash pound or something like that. And it helps you find if the key mob is up. Those are invaluable for doing all that stuff. So definitely highly recommend making sure you do it that way when you do it. And I would say like the first key is the hardest key, realistically, because of the icy floor. And that was I think what really punished me the most is the icy floor. And I couldn't, my Shadow Knight at the time back then could not face tank the 3 mobs in a room that you fought, right? Because I just didn't know enough about the game back then. So definitely, you know, can be frustrating, but not so bad now. We'll probably go through Tower of the Frozen Shadow. We'll probably go through Vista. Tower of the Frozen Shadow with this group here. I think I need those achievements anyway. To Tower of the Frozen Shadow. It looks like I have most of them on this character. Yeah, we don't have any keys though, so we might just do it when we get there, just for fun. All right, another steel weapon we don't want. All right, finally, finally we can start doing this. And unfortunately, I should have sat them down while I was messing around with that. That would have worked out a little bit better. Smart notice never. All right, everybody's 51. Life is good. Let's get the Surrounding Peasant. These are yellow, so these are even better, like 2% per. Ooh, love it. And these are technically, I believe, undead, so. There we go. Come on. All right. Let's see here. Your video how my group is 115 Mage, 113 Shadow Knight, 112 Wizard, 108 Shaman, 107 Bard. Just trying to get gear at the moment. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. You should be close to Griglor level. I would say when your Bard and Shaman are in the 110 plus, you should have no problem with that. I would say you're pretty close. And if you're looking for a fast way to level them, I think if you took that group and did like Ring of Scale level stuff, like what is the zone, like over there, yeah, over there, or if you go to the Burning Lands and you do the Darkness Howls mission, you might be able to do that one. I would say Darkness Howls is variably harder than Griglor. I mean, Griglor is just to go in and burn it as fast as you possibly can kind of mission. Darkness Howls is more like a dungeon crawl. You gotta like pull mobs and, you know, kill a bunch of trash and then kill the boss at the end. So it's you know, kind of a different thing. But Darkness Howl has 110 loot that is pretty good. And that's what I had to do on my first group. I had to, before I could do TOV, I had to go and do Darkness Howls like 30 times to get enough loot to be able to make my way into the next expansion and stuff like that. But having AUGs and all the tank AUGs and stuff like that is also very important for the tank. Like on this, on the warrior version of this character, right? When I was leveling him up, I was getting absolutely smashed until I started getting my type 5s and my type 7 AUGs to really fix that. And I ended up doing the Lorien Song mission, Final Fugue, like I don't even know how many times, but I have 1,600 tokens left from doing it so many times with, you know, a full set of AUGs. So that is definitely worth doing. I think my FV character has like 16,000 tokens, so it's definitely definitely a good, you know, when you get to 120, definitely where you should be going to get some leveling there. All right, this way. Go, let's mark. That is never. Come on. 2.5. I love it. All right, where's this named at? There he is, right there. Perfect. Let's pull this guy. And since he's a name, let's go ahead and try to get some debuffs on him here. So we're gonna do snare. Looks like Tash fizzled. All right, he's slowed. Let's try one more. Nope. A 160 fossil. The group is doing good. I am at 51 now. Almost 52. We're gonna try to get to 55. I don't know if it'll be today or tomorrow, or Wednesday, but we're trying. We got Vexar as our random zone for today, so we're gonna spend as much time here as we can. And then when I hit 55, that's when we'll call it. I'll take the next day off, whatever that day is, and I gotta make more videos. It literally takes me all day to make those videos. I don't know why I can't just pound them all out in you know, 2 hours, but you know, I like make a video, I stop, and I think about what I'm gonna do in the next one. So it's, yeah, it's like I'm pushing it. It's just like she just doesn't want to cast it. I don't know. Not that it's a big deal right now. It'll be a big deal later on, though. Anyway, let me do this. Let's just spam it. See what her skill is. 50. Her skill is 50. This is hilarious. There's 2 casts. I'm not doing any damage with the other characters right now. I'm just kicking around. There we go. All right, what do we get here? We got a Silken Veil of the Gazing. It's got wisdom and intelligence on it. Now, this is not going to be an upgrade for anybody, since it is a face mask. So we'll just send that to Hamrok. And we'll take the Dirty Scroll. We'll need on that. All right, let's break follow. Let's sit them down. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing that, dropping some skill points on it, but That would require me to go to a guild master, and I'm just, you know, I'm just kind of lazy. What I really need to be doing is hitting the button every time I pull a mob. That's what I should be doing, but I don't know. I'm just surprised it hasn't gone up anymore. You know what? Let's do that. Let's see what happens. Let's put it right there. Let's just see what happens. All right, color skew. See if it can even cast. I think my timings are a little tight here. Let's see what happens. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but all right, shift numpad 7. Let's mess that yellow one. And then let's just go full on this one, and let's check here. And tracing lights, discoordinate mind, and discoordinate mind. Yeah, it's casting. It's fizzling, so that'll work. Let's see here, Grix. I think I'm gonna finally break down and get set up with IS Boxer. Would you say your older videos are say? So I mean, I don't really do a lot of customization in my IS Boxer. It's literally like stock IS Boxer. I think I talk about it in like 1 or 2 videos, but I stopped making the videos because I was getting so many questions about how things work and stuff like that, that I was just like, it was, you know, a better place was more like, you know, the IS Boxer Discord for those kind of questions. And so I literally, you know, download it, install it, add my characters, and that's it. Like, the only thing I've done to it is added extra keys for my numpad buttons. And that's it. That's the only thing I've done to IS Boxer. And everything else is literally the stock, you know, fresh download IS Boxer. I you know, I add my characters to my using the wizard. I don't do anything fancy other than that. Just add the characters. I have, you know, my layout on my second window here so I can see all the screens, and that's it. By default, it does the auto, you know, the repeating when you push the button. So, you know, it's not even, don't even need to do anything there. So it's pretty stock. You shouldn't have many issues once you get it going, but it's you know, there's a lot more to it. Like, there's like virtual windows you can set up and stuff like that, so you can see on the same screen. Like, and you can have like a virtual hotbar. I think in my WoW videos, I set that up so I could click heal from like my tank to my healer and stuff like that. But I don't do any of that. I don't need any of that stuff for this. Oh, there we go. So Garrett says he was able to get it going just by watching the multi-boxing basics series. So definitely, that is good to know. And I usually don't show any IS Boxer stuff because it's got like your account names randomly in certain fields for some reason. So it's kind of annoying in that regard, but that's just why I don't show it. All right, now I'm gonna go. Let's just actually move. Hey, thanks for the follow, release Tev. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Best server for a new player to play with players. on live. Yeah, Drenell. Drenell's the only server. That's the server I play on. We got a guild here on Drenell, Power Plow. Welcome to anybody. I think they did some power leveling over the weekend. I didn't get to play, but the guild leader is very, very active in helping people, and he does a lot of raiding. So he's he's always helping people do stuff, and so definitely if you're looking to play with other people and start start your journey on live, I recommend Drenell, but obviously any server is good for you to start on if you want. If you truly want to have the classic experience of looking for group, obviously the TLPs are going to be that. You might have issues finding a group sometimes, right? Live is not like a TLP. And let me see here. We got 47 people, almost 300 in the guild now. It's growing and whatnot. Oh, I cannot see it. There we go. Stun. Slowed. Flame of light. That pet is dangerously dangerously taunting there. Here, US, yeah, it's the US time zone. I would say Central, Eastern, Mountain Time are all viable time zones for what people play. Now, there's a few people who play in the morning. Like I play morning Central Time. I don't know what time that is, prime time this is in any other place, but just I play during the day. That's when I play. But I know there's some people in Europe that play in the mornings, I believe. Random plays morning, noon, and night, so he knows what's up. All day, every day. I usually play most days until about 4 p.m. Central. That's about when my kids get home, and then I have a hard stop at 5 for dinner and stuff with my wife. And I typically don't play on Sundays. If I do, it's something special. I wonder if that thing can be mezzed. It can. Excellent. Let's just throw that on voxel for now, and there we go. Let's see here, SK, Mage, Bard, Enchanter, Druid. That is a good group. I am playing Paladin, Enchanter, Druid, Mage, Wizard, Mage. Yeah, I like Paladin a lot. I mean, Warrior's my favorite tank by far, but I like Paladin. I feel like it doesn't require as much spamming of buttons as a Shadow Knight to to stay alive. It just feels that way to me, but I just don't like spamming the buttons as much as I would have to on the Shadow Knight. But let's see here. I dropped the second mage for, yeah. the wizard is crazy strong. I went with 2 just because I wanted the extra pet, and I'm getting on my 130 mage. I'm getting like 2.2 million, 2.5 million DPS, so I figured it's fine. I don't know how far I'll get the wizard though. I know they're like top DPS though, so there is the potential, but I don't know how far I'll be able to get it. There we go. Come on, go away, window. All right, roll that. Let's see here. Is the game worth the play if you got time standing for it? Oh, I don't know. It's just like a classic MMO. I don't know. It's hard to describe why I like it. Just, you know, it's, I guess there's some nostalgia factor from, you know, I've played it for a while. I mean, the game is like 20 years old, right? I started playing it in like high school, so, you know, I've been playing it off and on since then, and definitely it's just got something to it that's fun, you know. No, there are no mods for the game. It doesn't have add-ons or mods. Yeah, 27 years. It's been around for a while. And I played Ultima Online before playing this, and I don't know if anybody's played that, but you know, it's definitely closer to the classic than, like, say, WoW. WoW, I would say, is like where MMOs kind of changed to the modern, because Final Fantasy 14 is kind of like WoW, and I feel like some of the other ones are kind of like WoW. EverQuest 2 is closer to WoW. It's a little bit different than this. It's definitely a different style. I like all your videos and share and engage in live for hours spamming. Thank you. You don't need to do that. You don't need to spam. I just, you know, let them. You know, I try not to do a lot of self-promotion. I don't know, it just feels wrong to me. But, you know, every time I log on Reddit and I see like some post about somebody asking something, and like one of the comments is one of my videos, it just kind of brings a nice little smile to my eye. You know, someone's like, I don't know how to play my Bard, and there's a link to one of my Bard videos. It's just so nice to see that other people enjoy my content and stuff like that. Let's see here. I played WoW for 19 years, and now I'm interested in EverQuest 1 and 2, Monsters and Madness, Monsters and Memories, Pantheon. I can't play it WoW again. I love the hard mobs and the party play. So fun, yeah. You know, you would have to talk about that on, you know, Discord or something, Project Fortnite. I don't know you, so it's hard to make somebody a mod if I don't know them. You know, I stream on Twitch and YouTube. Should be also YouTube vertical. I mean, EverQuest 3 sounds cool on paper, but I'm not, like, without knowing more details about it, it would be hard for me to say anything about it. Obviously, you know, I personally think they should do like a you know, some upgrades to some of the classic stuff. I think it's going to be hard to get people to give up on their characters that they've had for 27 years, you know? That's I think that's one of the, you know, WoW never did a WoW 2, right? And I think that alone should be some kind of interesting metric, you know? Like, if you think about it, right? If I'm investing time and money into a character, you know, like a monthly or, you know, whatever, in a, you know, purchases there are, right? I don't want to give that character up. Like, I think it was Destiny 2 did that, right? Like, or Destiny. Like, there was Destiny 1, and they said they were going to support the game for like 10 years or something like that. And then they popped out of Destiny 2 and you killed all your old characters, right? It was just... I liked Destiny 1, I played Destiny 1, and then I didn't play Destiny 2 because I didn't want to start over, right? And I think that's, you know, that's something that, you know, a lot of people need in these game companies need to understand is if I'm investing time and money in something, I'm not going to start over. And the expansion model is probably one of the best things for these MMOs is they can keep adding to the game and increase, you know, add new content, but not delete, not get rid of, you know, what somebody's been working on. Shout out to somebody. I don't know them, so I don't know. You know, I don't do that kind of thing, man. I don't know who they are, so I don't know what they're doing. So you know, I'm very, you know, I don't promote things I don't understand. See, the only bad thing is the quest system had to feel like Pantheon. So I haven't played Pantheon since early alpha when they wouldn't allow recording. So I'm not 100% sure what it's like now, so I can't. There we go. Ooh, 52. Nice. All right. Let's get some more. So 52, we only got one ability, which is Innate Prowess, which increases our base melee damage. There we go. So hopefully we can get everybody else leveled up to 52. All right, they need to sit. Let's do that. I'm gonna sit out. I'm gonna sit out this one with the casters here. Let's get the pets on. Which didn't really work out because they're all standing now. Wizard does not have a debuff, so there we go. Sit back down. Oof, that paladin DPS, look at that. Oof, so slow. Alright. Alright, let's just kill this one and get it going there. What do I do if I'm not for self-promotion? Or I like, dude, I don't know you. I don't know your friend, so I'm not gonna, you know, say somebody's name I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of reasons for that. I mean, as far as I know, I don't think you're active in my Discord, so I don't really know you at all. So, I mean, doesn't really even make any kind of logical sense there, buddy. But, you know, you do you. There we go. And perfect. Sit you down. All right, let's med them up. I need to get some buffs refreshed anyway. Agreed. So you have no mana at all. All right, we'll let them med for a second. I don't even know how many followers I have on Twitch. I don't really pay attention that much. Let's see here. I'll allow that one. Hey, Painted Dragon, welcome back. Washing, cleaning pots and vacuuming. Yeah, I did dishes this morning before I started. Get all that going. All right, let's put this charm on that we looted, and let's go ahead and get this AUG on there for a little bit more stats. Excellent. And it looks like we lost the enchanter pet, I just realized. That's funny. Come on. Let's get damage shield on now. Should be rolling greed, not need. Excellent. All right, let's grab this one. I like these are yellow, so we might get to 53 here pretty quick. There we go. Randall flag follow. Thank you very much for the follow, Randall. All right. Come on. Can I start the debuffs? Right. Did it finally land? Oh my gosh, finally, Tash. Finally it worked. 53. Oh, it looks like the druid's getting some evocation up, so she can land those spells now. All right, Randall, you stay safe. Have fun. Have fun with that. I hate spite. I hate that mission. Thank you very much, man. There we go. So we get. Let's see if we can get some debuffs going here. There we go. Slow, snare. Like we lost a pet, but they're like stacked on top of each other. Never mind. Ah. Come on. Can we sit you guys back down? Fixation row, is that the dot? No, it's just the attack rate to the buff. Definitely a flawed weapon would be nice to get. Well, we're at an ornate, so I think I'm probably going to switch to two-hander as soon as I get one. Come on. All right, nice. Let's get this guy right here. It's a nice little room. Lots of mobs. Let's see if we can get some debuffs on this guy. There we go. Nice. And we do have some mana now, so taking that short little med break while we're fighting worked out pretty well. Stun. Alright, let's do this. Let's put Tash. Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be right there. Otherwise, it's just gonna spam Tash over and over again. Should be next. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's switch these two. Just so we can get our skill up. It's actually getting kind of annoying that I can't Tash on demand. Get you guys back down. $255. It happens in Paladins over 50. Oh man. What level are your characters on test painted? Are you at 130? And I don't see anything over here. I think there's a door right here, though. No. There is no door in this room. I guess it's only on the other side. There's 3 named in here. I mean, it might be worth sitting in this room for a few minutes. Come on. All right, Tash. Oh, she actually cast it that time. Nice. 52? Everybody's 52 now. And I'm a little bit in. Let's see here, main box is 130, max A, but a few, none of the essentials filling in those. Second box, frog box, a mix of 120 and mix of A's. Nice. Yeah, it's like once you hit a certain point on AAs, it's like, why? I don't need anything else. these aren't gonna do anything for me. I don't cast these shaman dots. I don't need to spend an extra 20,000 AAs. That's exactly how I feel when it comes to a lot of these AAs. There we go. Oh, we got Luminary Salox spawned right behind us. Surprised he didn't add in yet. Oh man, you're at 90,000 on your shaman? Jeez. I think my shaman only has 80,000 right now. Maybe less. But it is one of those things like I'm never gonna cast any of these dots, so it's like, do I really need to spend my time working on all those when everybody else is max A? But yeah, maybe one day. So the goal at the moment is the main box is getting experience to 99 and finish the A's I don't use. Yeah, it's just, I wish there was something you could, like, I wish there was some other thing you could do with experience. I don't know what, but I wish there was something else. All right, is this an upgrade? It is a absolute slight upgrade. And we'll roll it. We'll figure it out in a minute. Man, still can't cast it. What's she at? 61 skill and she still can't cast it. I think there's some quests that give the experience stones, like the broken mirror and some other ones. But I don't think there's a way to like take experience and put it in a stone that I'm aware of. Let's see here. Portal. I'm playing on Drenell. There we go. We got that guy. Oh, is he not mezzed? He looks mezzed. Theoretically, he was mezzed. I don't know. I changed targets too quick. Oh, nice. Yeah. We got a guild here on Drenell, so we're at 293, 47 online right now, and it has been a absolute. It's been a blast. Like, what was it, like November, October? I started playing here seriously. We maxed out our warrior for the Outer Brood. It's been an absolute blast here. A lot of people playing. Trying to figure out why this one is standing. Hit sit. Why are you not sitting? Still not tashing. He's lazy. Right now I play on Oakwood. Nice. That's cool. Well, if you ever need a guild, let us know. We can get you hooked up. I used to have some characters on Oakwood, but I think I moved them all to FV. I think all my characters eventually end up on FV. Go. Man, that's not looking too good. Doesn't Oakwood has a rule set, right? It has like all the everything but free trade, right? It's got like a legacy character and some other ones. I think they'll probably make Oakwood its own live server. I don't think they could merge that into Vox. Yeah, it's got the evolving rule set, right? I think that will have its own. I think that'll stay a live server. I don't think they'll merge that into Vox like they normally merge everything else. And it doesn't have free trade, so I don't think it would go to FV. I think Mischief is gonna go its own server too. I don't think it's gonna be merged into FV. You have an Oak Wind Street near you. Wonder which one is seen you. Do you live in San Diego? I think the dev team is in, at least most of them are in San Diego. Oh, nice. What's it like in San Diego? Is it a nice city with you know, all that? I don't think I've ever been to San Diego, so I've been to Santa Monica, but I don't think I've been to San Diego. Best city ever. Nice. It's nice to hear. Most expensive. Yeah. Go. Highest cost of living city in the wow. That is is there a reason why? Like I mean, like I'm trying to think. I can't. I think San Diego, and I'm not really thinking of, you know, like a lot of things that come to mind. Right? I'm from Texas, so I don't know the differences in how California has things. Like, is there a reason why it's got such a high cost of living? Is there some kind of like big business there or something? Everyone in LA moved out of the city during COVID. Ah, okay. That can make sense. There we go. Another vessel. So we need Warlock Gurag and Hierophant, whatever the hell that was. There we go. Perfect. 2% per is actually pretty nice. Like I mean, I could pop my lesson. Maybe. That would double that to like 4%. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get our lesson on the bar here on everybody, and then we'll pop that. I don't know why it's not on hotkey. Let's put it right there. Special. You have things there. You have things where that shouldn't be. Weird character there. All right. Special lesson of the devout. You're still attacking, right? Like slowly. Oh wait, we need to kill this before I do that. See here, average temperature is 75, 2 inches of rain a year. We pay extra for all the sunshine. Oh, I'm in just north of San Antonio, Texas, and it is like sunshine 99% of the time. Definitely wish it was a little bit colder. But 75 sounds nice. Like, are you guys are in like a bay or a coast, right? Let's see here. Biggest industry in San Diego is the military. Highest fleet concentration in the Navy. Nice. Yeah, San Antonio is kind of the same thing with the military. Very high concentration. Cold ocean regulates the temperature. Nice. My wife and I watch a lot of TV, and like I know a lot of shows are made in California, and every time we see like somebody they're like wearing jackets and stuff, and I guess it's like 75 there, right? So that's like almost jacket weather, right? So it makes more sense now. Like I was always, it's nice and sunny outside. Here we see, it's like 100 degrees. You can't wear a jacket. So that makes more sense to me now. Let's see here. Oakland has a bunch of things. Sorry, step away. Oh, that's fine. Used to live in California, no more. Hoodie will do most of the year. Nice. That is nice weather. Oh, maybe I'm living in the wrong weather. It's so hot here. It's unbearable most of the time. Like you can't go outside at all during the summer. It's just so uninhabitable. All right, so we got all lessons on everybody now. Let's pop this real quick. Lesson of the devout. So you're in Tennessee right now, and it's 38 Fahrenheit outside, and I'm still out in shorts and sleeves with shirt. Yeah, working on the farm. Don't see. Yeah, I wear shorts pretty much all year round here in Texas with a t-shirt. But I've moved to like these exercise tank tops for most of my time, and that has really helped with the cooling, because it's like a more transparent, thinner mesh, and definitely Definitely kept me cooler in the summer. Alright, let's grab this vessel. Alright, so we're at 4. So we went from 2.4 to 4% a kill just by popping our lesson. But this is as good a time as any to pop the lesson, right? I would like to get to 43 or 53 today, if not closer to 55 as we can. So that will give us tomorrow to get 55. So you raise chickens and cows. Nice. My wife was talking about getting some chickens, but I feel like that I'd be doing all the work, and just didn't seem it's like something I wanted to do. We have a lot of raccoons in my my neighborhood, so I was afraid that I'd be having to like fight raccoons constantly to keep them alive. I can't confirm that is the case. Let's see here. Yeah, I live outside of the city, so it's like you know, you get a lot of those animals. Like somebody on our, like, there's like a neighborhood app, right? And people talk about they saw like a mountain lion, coyotes and stuff like that. And there's raccoons just like everywhere. Like there's feral cats, raccoons, and it's quite a situation. I had raccoons in my my shed, like I think it was last year, and it took me like 3 days of trying to clean it all up and get rid of them, and I still think they're there. They're just hiding better now. But you know, and there was a dead one, and they ate it. It was like the weirdest shit. It's like the weirdest shit. They just ate the dead one. But I guess that's what raccoons are, right? They're like the nature's trash man. Cleanup crew. They just eat it all. Let's see here. My chickens eat the mice and rats that come in their coops. I could see that. I could see the chickens, because they're like little dinosaurs, right? They're just eating worms and whatever else. My neighbor next to us, he had some chickens for a while, but he was fighting the raccoons. So it was just like, and eventually he gave up. But oh my gosh, he had a rooster, and that son of a bitch would crow like non-stop. Oh my gosh, that thing was so annoying. And then he got rid of it one day because it attacked him while he was like feeding his chickens, and the rooster attacked him, and he killed it right there and ate it the same day. So so hilarious. Here, listen to that story. Let's see here. Relocate them permanently. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Let's see here. Yeah, I've seen videos of raccoons being almost like cats. You know, just chilling with people. Oh, you got black bear there. Oh my. Let's see here. Let's roll that one. You're making me like, so there's this other game I play, Vintage Story, and it's kind of, you know, it's like Minecraft, but it's like adult Minecraft because you have to like, everything's more tedious. And there's a lot of bears in the game, and you have to like kill the bears to get you know, food and fat and all that stuff. But you're just making me think of that now. It's pretty crazy. See here, my neighbor is a cattle rancher, and he's asked me to help him with his coyote problem. You love vintage story. All right, nice. There we go. See here. I am in the UK thinking we have a cute fox family that visits the garden. We have a noisy squirrel that steals the garden bird's food. I've seen one fox before, but that was at my parents' house in more central Texas. I don't think I've seen anything like that here. And I've only seen one squirrel in my yard. My dogs, I think my dogs have killed all the squirrels, or the feral cats have killed all the squirrels. I don't know. They're just not here. I have YouTube and Twitch. That's about it, really. I think there's yeah, YouTube and Twitch. I think it's the only ones I really do anything on. There we go, 53, lovely. Okay, it's just replace one, the females replace the full litter. Yeah, definitely. Let's see here. Haven't played in almost 22 years, looking to dabble in this as Pantheon and MM have sparked that old school feel and social party play. Should I go live or sub and do a TLP? Well, I think you should sub either way, because on live, if you are not sub, you can't use all the gear. You can only get like 200 AAs, so you're kind of limited, right? You're gonna want to have that full, you know, full character power there. But I would say if you're looking for like the best experience with, you know, being just log on and be like, hey, you know, 50 enchanter looking for group, you know, I would say TLP is gonna be your best bet. And I would say you could start on live and, you know, play and get used to it now, but the best experience you're gonna have is in May when the new TLP launches, that has like every single rule set that Everquest does like on the TLP servers. That is going to be the next TLP, and that is going to be the probably most popular server ever, based on everything. It's going to be free trade, legacy character. It's going to have no boxing rules. It's gonna be crazy. It's going to be the absolute craziest server. And that one is going to definitely be crazy. It'll just be so many people playing that. And then there will be a second server that will start in wow, what is it? Second expansion right here. I think it's the Serpent Spine. Serpent Spine. Yeah, it's going to start in Serpent Spine and be a little bit more of a traditional server there. Are they not starting till August? I thought it was May. I haven't been following it too closely, but... oh, the TSS is in August. Okay. So there's a second one. They're going to start, and those are going to be... those are going to be the biggest population servers. Now you can play on live. We have a guild on Dronell live server where you know, we invite people, and you know, anybody can join and just have a good time. But you know, obviously you might run into a situation where it's hard to get a group depending on what time you play, and you know, all the other variable factors and stuff like that. Oh, it's delayed because they're doing personalized loot. Yeah, I'm not sure what the personalized loot is yet. I don't know if they described that. So if it's like instead of rolling for the whole group, you get the item personally, it'd be interesting. Definitely interesting. I like that they're still trying to innovate. Each kill will give each person their own loot tables. So when you kill something, only you can loot. Huh. Interesting. That'll be very interesting. I wonder if it'll be no trade. Because that could not be fun. I get my short sword, the Ikisha, and I can't give it to anybody, but I'm an enchanter, you know? So here are Fagels, and I joined... If I joined the guild on Journal, should I just join with the main? You can join with your whole team. You could join with your all your boxes. I mean, there's people in here with multiple boxes. All my boxes are in the guild. They're not online because I guess the server went down yesterday. But they're there. Yeah, if it's not free trade, that would be difficult to move those items around. Especially since by default most servers don't have heirloom tradability to alts and stuff like that, which I think is one of the reasons why I think legacy characters should be on every server. Just because it gives you that ability to get extra bonus experience, plus you get the ability to give no trade items to your other alts and stuff. But if you want to join Fagels, you can join with all your characters, one character, whatever you feel like doing, you can do. I know, like the guild leader, he's in a raid guild also, so he has one of his characters in, and then he has his raid characters in a raid guild. So there's definitely you can do whatever you want. It truly doesn't matter. And then when you get to that point, you can definitely if you want to leave the guild and go apply to like one of the raid guilds on the server, there's going to be no hard feelings. No one's gonna be upset. We just want people playing, having fun, enjoying the game, and stuff like that. So did I kill everything? I killed everything. All right, let's go get some more of these golems. So hopefully we don't kill ourselves here. Sorry. Sit. There we go. Oh, we're losing buffs now. What do we lose here? Damage shield, strength, and haste. All right, let's fix all that after this. Oh, sorry, Cross. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, sorry, Corinth. Thank you for the Amazon Prime subscription. Sorry, I didn't see that before. And then Cross, if you need me to re-answer something, let me know. Sorry, I don't even know when the ads go. I don't have the. It's like automatic on both platforms. But if you have a question, let me know and I can re-answer that. Since we're buffing now. Thank you for the follow, Devlin84. See here, Lazarus. Good morning. Happy I could catch a stream. Your video on how to get around SOR was very helpful. I'm going to have to watch it a few times. Nice. See here. I'm following here now. Oh, okay. Portals on YouTube. Oh, thank you very much, man. Thank you for following on both. I appreciate that. Alright, I guess I didn't send this to me. Can't send it to me. Alright. Gotcha. There we go. Alright, you sit back down. You finish buffing. Let's do damage shields. I'm on Twitch more than YouTube. Yeah, there should be a TSS server. Someone said it is in August. I'm trying to scroll back up. Yeah, it was Portal. You said it was in August. All right. So yeah. Definitely that'll be an interesting server too. I don't know if it'll be as popular as the everything enabled voting server, but it will definitely be popular. All the TLPs are always pretty popular. And since it's not being started the same time as the other TLP, then it will have its own little launch window where it'll be able to gain some popularity on its own. So that'll be kind of cool. All right, I did haste him, so he is good to go. And damage shield, let's do regen. Come on. Cast it. 5, 4, 3. Oh, son of a bitch, my timings are wrong on this one here. All right, let's change this from 60 to 100. I think that's better. Let's try that again. I think I caught that. So 10 seconds versus... I don't even think 10 seconds is long enough, actually. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 10 seconds is not enough. Let's set that to 13 seconds. And we'll just cast it. Can't believe I didn't notice that earlier. Current. All right. Oh, we got Luminary Sulix again. Let's go ahead and get him debuffed. Tash, Snare, Mallow, Druid something. It's not even coming over here. Alright, well, I guess we didn't get slow on that. Oh, he's summoned. Alright, perfect. See, crossbreed, all good. Alright, so I'm totally missing some chats here. All good, boss. I caught the very new answer. I think you're saying some bugs. Yeah. Alright, Devlin said that the TSS server is going to come out in August. So, now that I'm actually reading and using reading comprehension, I can actually see that. I don't know why the messages didn't look like they were there before. Shoulders. I don't think anybody is going to need those either, so we'll just roll those. I think everybody has... Alright, let's get this guy. I think everybody has Defiant shoulders. Let's get that guy smezzed. Perfect, and then back onto this guy. Turn it that way. Yeah, let's grab this guy. Oh yeah, look at those ice comets raining down on this guy here. Alright, you guys can sit. Alright, these are starting to turn blue. We'll see here. I don't want to stay here if they're still blue. We'll move on to a deeper location. And we got 8 minutes left on our lesson, so that's gonna get us closer to 54. Come on. Oh, he healed himself. Alright, let's get the diviner. Come on. Can you get over here? I cannot pull off the pet, I'll tell you that. Let's grab this one. Try to get him a little closer this time. Debuff. Tash landed. Snare. Mallow. And then slow. Did not get slow that time. Got slow before. We're not getting it anymore. Alright. Let me check my macro here. Pause 20. Let's pause 40. I don't know why, but I feel like that's probably the right answer. Alright, let's set you guys back down. What do we get here? We got barrel forged plate armor. Alright. Ornamentation. Don't see much of that. I don't even know what it looks like, so let's try that on here in a second. I don't think I've seen very much of that, but I think it's the hot zone ornamentation that you can get, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, Tash, slow, or snare. Druid thing. Slow, alright. Macro is fixed. Oh, alright. Painted Dragon. Summarize. Sub equal better. Merc plus far more AA options. TLP goes in waves. If you miss the start of a new TLP, you'll have trouble finding groups around the low level as everyone has moved on with the TLP as it progresses. Live is great, but you need to find a guild. There aren't as many random groups as often, especially at lower levels. If you like older content rather than newer content, then catching up on TLPs is a great option. New coming in August. There we go. That's a nice summary there, Painted Dragon. Thank you. I cannot stress enough how important it is to join a guild, no matter what option you do. If you do a TLP, join a guild. If you do a live server, do a guild. If you are just playing by yourself on whatever server, join a guild no matter what. If you're boxing 6 characters, join a guild. Doesn't matter, just be in a guild, because you get more than you think you would get, right? Being able to, ask people for help if you need it at some point, or just advice. You're going to get better advice than you're going to get in the server channel with, whatever nonsense you might get there on any given day. So I just, like, probably the number one thing from all the comments I get, people that seem from a lot of different people, that seems to be the number one thing that stops a lot of people from enjoying the game. Even if they want to play solo, like, they're gonna run into walls, they're not gonna be able to do something, and sometimes one extra player being able to join you and help you is going to be the night and day difference between doing something and not doing something. There we go. Let's see here. 160 Fossil on live. It's very imperative that you be proactive in grouping instead of just sitting looking for group. I'm here looking for member, and then I grab everyone out there looking for group. Yeah, exactly. Taking that extra step to start the group and get it going is going to go a long way, because there's a lot of people out there that aren't going to just be like, oh, let's start a group. They're going to be like, oh, I'm looking for a group, but I'm not trying anything. And if you're the guy who starts the group, you're going to have a definitely better time. There's no nothing wrong about that. I'll tell you that right now. All right, we got an intricate cap. Why can't I click it? A Savant's cap. Ooh, that is an upgrade right there. What is? Jeez. Oh my god, 100 hit point upgrade. Oh my gosh. And it's plain sight. It is not a Kuman yet. So there we go. Yeah. And that is so true, 160 Fossil. There's always people looking for a group, but they're not trying to form up a group. And you only need the really, like, realistically, 3 people is enough to do most content, right? Three people can probably do all the missions with the mercenaries and stuff like that. So definitely, yeah. And if you come over on Drunel, I mean, we can help you out here for sure. I know Blarp was doing power leveling. He did a power leveling raid, I believe, over the weekend, taking people from level 1 to I don't even know where they got. But he does a lot of that kind of stuff. So there's always options for that, and some higher level people, they're always grabbing people and helping them at different levels. So definitely. Yeah, Druid or Shaman, they definitely different philosophies in life for healing. So, I have a 130 Shaman, I have a 125 Druid. I enjoy them both significantly. I would say the Shaman edges out the Druid for soloing, if you're thinking on that. I cannot stop yawning. Today was the first day since like December that I had to get up extremely early to make sure my kids got on the bus. Oh man. And I think I only had to get up early one day out of that whole vacation. So it's definitely a change of pace. Both Druids and Shamans get speed boosts. They get the exact same speed boost, in fact. Shaman gets it at like level 9, Spirit of Wolf, and then I think 12 on the 12 on the Druid. I don't know. We just did it. What are we at here? Let's see here. Let's get rid of that spell. Movement. 10 on Spirit of Wolf for the Druid now. It used to be 14 back in the day. I remember how hard that was. Like, I was leveling this halfling Druid, man, and I stayed in Misty Thicket until I got to 14 because I wanted that damn spell. So I have not played the Druid at 130 to be 100% sure in my answer, but my 125 Druid I played in the previous expansion. The problem I had the most with her, it was mana. Mana. Whereas the Shaman has 0 issues with mana and can spam heals all day long and do nukes and stuff and then just cannibalize, or dots, I mean, cannibalize and get all that mana back. Druid was on the other sense of, you know, cast a dot, I'm out of mana, and the only way to get my mana back is to cast this stupid bear that I can't multi-bind, so I have to actually pay attention every, 10 seconds to, or 10 minutes or whatever it was. Which, for me, as a lazy player, was definitely annoying, to say the least. Now, just pure healing, I don't remember having a lot of issues, but as your group maxes out, you're going to want to be able to do damage with your healer, right? Even if it's a cleric. So not being able to like do damage without running out of mana is a significant issue. Whereas like the Shaman can cannibalize, take half their hit points and get, a third of their mana back every 5 minutes, I think it is. 5 minutes. I don't know. I have it in my multi-bind. That's how that's how useful it is. It's just I spam cannibalization on cooldown. I drop my health half life, but I also have group torpor going, so I'm constantly being healed for like 10k a tick, or I think 17k a tick now because there's so much. It heals so much at 130 that it's like a non-issue. So unless druids change a lot from 125 to 130, that is going to be the biggest issue. So but I've always kept a druid around for most of the time, and I'm doing a druid in this group. This character is actually a shaman too, so if we get to a point where we can't continue with the druid and we can't complete the content, I'll just switch her over to the shaman or something like that. But I don't think that'll ever be the case. I think we'll be able to complete all the content with this group here, no problem, all the way to 130. All right, our lesson has expired, and we hit almost 54. Nice little session. Nice little session for there. Yeah, the mana, like I don't remember having any mana issues with just casting my heals on my druid. It's been a hot minute since I've done anything with her. But it wasn't until I started adding in like the dots and stuff that the mana got bad. So Grix, if he plays a druid, he's gonna be able to give you a better idea of how it looks than mine, because I mean 125, that was what, Lorian's song, I think, last time I played her. So definitely it's been a hot minute. On a long raid fight, I keep the dumb bear on cooldown, keep the Unity feather on cooldown, and go through mod rods like milk. Someone's lactose intolerant. Yeah, definite. I could see that. Oh my god, that's it. There you go. Good job. Here's here. Painted Dragon plays a top end druid also, so much better. He no longer has to pop his mana bear on cooldown, so definite some points of view there. So I think it'll get better if it's not getting better for the druid, but I mean, just depends on what you want to play. Here we go. %. Let's see here, Grix. The issue I have is that if you only focus on healing, you're only doing half of what a druid is designed to do. But yeah, if you're only healing, your heals are super mana efficient, but you still won't pump out the healing type of a cleric or shaman can. 160 fossil. Mana will be easier with an enchanter, gift of magic, robe, spire, overpowered. Yeah, definitely. Oh, we got the warlock. Like if you're not doing the DPS capabilities of the healing classes, you're definitely missing out, right? That is true. But depending on how you're boxing, like it can get difficult to do some of the things, right? Because you have to switch targets so much. So I know druids get some target of target nukes. I just can't remember what direction they work. Off the top of my head, I can't remember if they're, target the player and it nukes the mob, or if it's target the mob and it heals the player. So whatever those are, you can definitely set up your keybinds to do a certain way, however you want to do that. I know, like for example, the shaman has a target nuke, so you target the player, it nukes the mob, but then it gives the shaman twin cast, so they can twin cast heals after that. So there's some interesting mechanics, you can get in there, stuff like that. And if you do the dots and all that, you're getting some pretty nice damage on the shaman. And I think a druid can hit about the same amount. But I have not compared a 130 shaman to a 130 druid. Let's see here, Painted Dragon. I play both a shaman and a druid in my box. In a combat round, the shaman heals as DD combination dots, and my druid is DD heals dots. Okay, nice. A ribbon of empathy. Summon companion. That's nice. All right. Who's gonna get that? Is it tradable? Yeah, let's give that to like one of them. Not that they need it. That might be a fun clicky for later on though. I think it becomes an AA though, so. I hate these little mail things they send you in the mail. Alright, and let's debuff him. Tash, snare. Druid thing. Slow. And Druid thing again. We didn't get Mallow, interestingly enough. I think at this point I have enough skill for Mallow to land more reliably. Alright, we need one more name that we're done with here. Might as well wait for it, I guess. Let's see. Achievements. Kunark, Hunter. Oh, never mind. Jeez, there's so many named in this zone. Oh my. Never mind. Like every spot is like multiple named, I just realized. Alright, let's go a little deeper maybe. Get some. Oh, we're 54 now. Yeah, let's go a little deeper. Boom, 54. All right. Follow me, ladies. We're gonna go deeper into this zone. All right, this guy's an even con. Everybody's with me. Everybody's low in mana though. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm trying to get it on there as much as I can. See the druid debuffs reflect a heal to the target of target. Nice. So that's another option there. Druids bring a lot of additional cooldowns in the mix, short lasting DS, HP buffs that are great. Nice. Yeah, and the druid versus shaman, right? You have slow versus damage shield, so you get, you know, the damage shields got buffed significantly at 125 plus, so the 130 damage shield is like, I think 140,000 damage, give or take. Whereas the slow is not. It kind of, it's like slow is okay, right? I'm anti-slow. I don't ever do it. Oh, that's an upgrade. That's a real weapon. That's a real weapon. I thought it was a fine steal. Slow gets kind of like partially resisted at a certain point. I think it's like at level 75. And so you're not getting that full slow effect on a lot of mobs. So like having a damage shield on really is nice because you're getting massive amounts of stuff. Yeah, and the slow cap's pretty early, so definitely interesting. See, WAD Manifesto. Returning player as a necromancer on Steel server. Older materials state necromancy's purpose is mana batteries and raids, though that remains. No, it does not. They stop getting mana, the mana stuff. Hold on one second. The mana twitches, they don't last into the modern game. They get like one spell that will do it, but it's like a group spell and it's not really your focus of your life anymore. Necromancers are like pure damage in the fact that they do dot damage, and so that is kind of how it plays. So if you're doing dots now, that's what you're gonna be doing your whole life. Dots and dots. There's a spell you get. It's like proclamation, procavation, something like that. Something of blood. And that increases your dot damage. So you're gonna it's like you're gonna like dot, you know, try to cast that and proc it. And once you get that proc on there where you get the you know, all the dot increased damage, you're gonna want to just make sure all your dots are going and then keep doing that over and over again. It's definitely a definitely different from like early raids. You know, you might be like on TLP, you might be doing the mana twitching and stuff like that. But as you get into like more modern content, you're not going to be doing that at all. The hell is that? All right, auto follow. Are you going to work? Nope. Two of them made it. All right, come on. Come back down. All right, let's see if we can do this. Come on, guys. Oh. We can just walk into the wall here. Wow. All right. I didn't know you could do that. That makes it easier. All right, come on. That's everybody. Perfect. All right, we got red mobs now. All right. Teak server, appreciate your bots. Yeah, you're going to want the AAs to increase your dot damage and critical, all that stuff. Cascading, decay, everything. There's a clicky cannibalize lich form that you can get from AAs, which is worth having. I can't remember the name of it. I did a necromancer to 125 twice, maybe 3 times. I can't remember, and it was one of my favorite classes. It's the downside is that if you're not soloing, you're gonna have you're gonna have issues because your dots take so long to tick, right? That the mobs die too fast, and at least that's how it is in all my box groups. Like, I couldn't fit a necromancer in any of my groups without nerfing the necromancer into less damage than a bard. It was just not it wasn't fun for me. Because I try to kill things less than a minute, and so, you know, obviously most dots are 30 seconds to, I think, 45 seconds, or a minute and 15 seconds, give or take. But on average, most mobs die less than 30 seconds for my characters. So it's like cast a dot, you know, and then you're waiting a second, right? You can't multi-bind dots because they all have the same recast time. And so it just leads into frustration. But if you're playing one character, it's definitely easier. You just, you know, instead of doing a lot of dots on one mob, you do dots on every mob that's in the you just dot everything up with multiple dots, and that's a better way to do it. Oh, there's... Alright, the Twitch chat and my little combined everything chat is not synchronized, so hold on. Let's see here. Druid brings additional buffs. The HP buffs don't stack with the SK Paladin buffs. HPAC. Situational for sure. I've got a big info dump coming, but I have to join in morning stand up. Be right back. All right. Get some more information here. I feel like we're missing a buff here. %. Alright, we're gonna do a med break real quick, because I need to rebuff some things. So I'll sit everybody down and let's get them going here. I know my druid is like out of mana, and she's about to lose Voice of Quellanos. It could be a sad day. Alright, let's try to get damage shield. I don't think we have enough mana for it, but let's see. Excellent. Strength. Come on. Hopefully my timing is right on this one. Yep. And then gonna want regen, I think. And let's do haste. Let's do burnout. Burnout. Is this foxhole? Oh, you son of a gun, you didn't cast it. Alright. I think he fizzled, right? Alright, you're good. Let's sit you down. Just so I'd sit you down. Burnout worked. Burnout worked. Who's still standing? Voxel. There we go. Got haste finally. And we got 27 minutes left on Brels. Let's redo Brels. And we're gonna have to redo Clarity, but I don't really want to click that off yet. Oh yeah, so let's do this. Let's this bracer, let's see what this looks like. It would be unusable. Why is that unusable? What is that? That is arms. That is not bracer. All right. That can go there. Oh, it's like a chainmail. That's kind of cool looking. We'll see what that looks like long term as we work on that. Now, this looked like an upgrade to my ornate. Nope. Not an upgrade. Never mind. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, they're still on follow. Try that again. Fixation row. Cash, snare, mallow, slow. Can we get a slow? There we go. We got a slow. And we should expect one more druid buff. But we're not getting that today. Alright, let's just go in straight damage here. Yeah, I'm gonna be buying spells later. Let's get a screenshot of this. Great. Maybe. Probably get another one later. I find I don't take enough screenshots during videos, and then I end up with terrible thumbnails that I don't like. And I'm too lazy to go back and get one. So, here we are. Disarm is going up pretty good. Just die so I can get the next one. Jeez. Alright, let's just start. Let's pull all these ones in here. Why not? I mean, I usually just run through this room, but They're all red, so they're gonna take a little while to kill anyway. 19%. So, all right. So I'm gonna go all the way to 55, which will mean there probably won't be a stream tomorrow because I'll be making the level 55 videos tomorrow. But what we'll do, I have a level 50 video releasing tomorrow anyway, so it should be fine. And then we'll get the level 55 videos going, and then on Wednesday, if the server doesn't go down for a patch, which I have no idea if there's gonna be a patch this week or not. Let's check the calendar real quick. It's not on the calendar, and next month's not on the calendar either, so I'm not 100% sure there, but I do need an extra, I do need a day to make all those videos, and like reconfigure and do all that. So if we hit 55, we're gonna do that. Otherwise, it'd be like a really short stream tomorrow. So we'll just go ahead and go all the way to 55 today, since this is going pretty well. Anyway, this is definitely one of the better spots. I think he's got his Tash up enough now. What is it, 220? Yeah, that is plenty. Let's get rid of that so we can go back to super damage that we get with that terrible nuke. All right, we got twofer, so come on. All right, shift numpad 7. That should have been mezzed. It's hard to tell. No. Nope. Alright, we're not getting a mez out of this guy because he is 58. Yeah, I can't mez I can't mez over 55 with Dazzle, so we need Glamour of Kintaz or whatever the hell it is to be able to do that. So let's burn this guy down real quick. See, they don't even have a test update for January on the forums, which usually play 1 week before the patch. So, yeah, that's what's kind of worrying me. I was hoping there would be a patch, but if not, there isn't. We'll have a video. We'll have a stream on Wednesday if there's no patch. Which I'm hoping that they do patch, because there's this. It's supposed to change over Seer so you can get the Outer Brood materials and fix some of the navigation problems in Shattering Row, from what I understand. Which definitely is something that I would like. I would like a shortcut to Relic. That would make me happier. Yeah. And be able to get, the Outer Brood materials from Overseer would be fantastic. I'm actually sick of getting the I am sick of the Lorien Song materials. I'm ready for something a little bit different. Plus, I gotta finish making all the Outer Brood items that I haven't done for skill. So there's a lot of crafting that needs to be done. Not sure why they don't do that on expansion change. There we go. 2.6. Lovely. All right, we can move up to this guy right here. All right, let's try our debuff combo here. Tash. Snare. Druid thing. Slow. There we go. Perfect. Now, these are starting to do some actual damage to us. My druid's got like no mana. We should be fine though. Excellent. Oh, hello. We don't even have pants on. Oh, so what do we get here? 52 AC, 143 hit points. Lovely pants for our nice little Hamrok here. Let's put these on. Oh, look at that. Orange pants. Lovely. Definitely he's got a fit going on that is non-standard. Alright, let's make sure everybody can go up this this way. Alright, we got a spellbinder. Alright. Alright, here. Alright, that is nothing new. It's just the first time chatter. Perfect. Keep going. Now, I have a whole list of things on my to-do list, but if there's anything out there anybody would like to request that you think there's a gap in the information out there, let me know, and I'll try to do what I can. I know I've gotten a lot of feedback recently, and I'm trying to improve. My goal is to have a guide video almost every day on the channel, so I'm going and doing my damnedest to make sure that there is no blind spots in information that people can access. All right, we got a commander and a curate and a spellbinder right here. Let's go for this guy. Unfortunately, we cannot mez these, so it's gonna be tricky. And we lost a pet at some point, so let's fix that. We're still using the like level 47 pet, so that's unfortunate. Now I think I can go buy upgraded Defiant jewelry, which I will probably do if I can. And the reason I say that is because I should be, maybe it's intricate, maybe it's the next tier. One of them should give me something that increases my pet power. And then that'll definitely increase our DPS. So these pets are at the next tier. As I don't plan on going to get the mage epic, so I'm not going to have that, that bonus pet damage there. Though I think maybe next extra life I might need a ranger and a bard, and then I'm going to go to South Karana, and I am going to try my damnedest to try and get why I lost aggro on that one. As soon as I try my damnedest to get that damn cloak for as many of these mages as I can, just to have that. I will like the way the staff looks. I don't know, call me weird. This is not looking good. Druid's got no mana. Voxel is taking more damage than I would like. Let's mark him as the main tank. So he gets the heals. And let's see if I can pull aggro off on anything here. Now, he's... Alright, well... I'm gonna let him die, honestly. Never mind. I'm not gonna waste my time. Because he's pulling too much aggro, and I'm not gonna be able to pull it off of him. We'll res him up here in just a second. We're at that point where it's like, I could lay hands on him, but I feel like I'm going to need to lay hands myself here before the end of this fight. And he's just going to go back down, so we'll res him. Yeah, we need to start getting, we need to get runes. I think I have to go buy some paradots or something for him, but probably get that going. Alright, we're at 22%. Oof, I can feel that hit. 18. We lost another pet. Here, let's lay hands now. Get that going, and then see if we can get another pet here. This one's at 2%. What's the 57? It's only a level 57. Alright, need on that. Alright, we got another pet out. Runes are big aggro too. Yeah, I like the paladin weapons in the Shadow Knight one-handers, they're all runes. So definitely an interesting mechanic there. Alright. Get him rezzed here in just a moment once we kill this thing. We're gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna drop my druid heal down from whatever one it is, because it's burning through her mana pretty quick, and I'm just spam casting it even if I don't need heals. So we're gonna make some changes there. Oh, we lost another pet. Alright, let's sit you down. Sit you down. And then we'll just do this. Alright. I think they also lost clarity too, so that's even worse. There we go. Let's get Paladin heal, even though it sucks. I use pet weapons on some, but like the pets die so much, it's just like tedious to like summon them and hand them to them. If I could just like summon a pet and like target the pet and give them the pet without having to like do a whole trade and everything, be different. On my 130 mage, I run pets weapons, but at this point, it really doesn't matter. They die like randomly. Like if you want to give your pet weapons, it's going to be better, but at the same time, if it dies, I mean, you lose out, right? So renewal. Yeah, I wish it would give it straight to the pet, right? Like later on they give you bags, which is just even more annoying. I wish it was just you know, you target the pet, you summon the weapon, and it auto equips it, right? But you know, I'm lazy, so like some people like to go all out and give their pets full conflagrant gear and all kinds of stuff, and I'm not giving my pet conflagrant gear no matter what, I'll tell you that. I just don't care enough. Alright, let's get skin on him. Yeah, and then like the mage pets, you know, you summon it with armor, But the Necro and Beast Lord pet, you have to hand everything to it. It's just like, just give it directly. Just summon it directly to him. Save my time. All right, let's do clarity. Let's see, LS tier 1 warrior swords on a mage pet is a monster. I haven't done that. That sounds interesting to try. Here, let's do symbol on the enchanter. Alright, my symbol button is wrong. What did I type wrong there? Is N, right? It's an N. Pinzam. That's Pinzarn. Jeez. Oh, the font is so readable. Yes. Oh, thank you very much for the Amazon Prime there, Feagles. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Symbol. There we go. That's fixed. Let's do regen. You're good. Let's do shielding on you. Let's do pet on you. We're kind of hitting that. We're hitting that point where the where we're like 5 spell levels behind, and we need to go buy some spells. Is really where we're at. But I'm gonna do all that in between. All right, spell. Let's do burnout. Do burnout. And let's get the enchanter pet up. Just because we're still waiting on res effects. Hey Tarn, I am doing great. How are you? Thanks for the streaming. I'll catch what I missed later. Oh yeah, definitely, man. It's in the it'll be in the live tab on YouTube for sure. There might be something on there might be something on Twitch. I'm not 100% sure. I only look at the Twitch stream manager. I don't look at anything else. Just kind of lazy on my part, but I added some emotes to all of it. I'm gonna add some more emotes, I think, soon. Trying to think of more ideas for emotes. Trying to get all those in there. Trying to get them parity with the YouTube versions, and the Discord version has its own. So it's like so many different things to do. All right, let's do Greater Wolf. Everybody needs Spirit of Wolf, right? And I feel like I'm missing something else. Burnout. So your life's good here. Kids are giving me more gray hair. Oh man, yeah, that's kids, man. It's like yesterday. We had dinner with my daughter's boyfriend, and that was an experience. You know, they grow up so fast, and it was like the first time in many years she wanted to actually play like a board game and stuff with us. It's like, who are you? It's like squinting, you know, the squinting. Who are you? Because she's always, you know, as soon as she's done eating, it's gone from the table kind of thing. So definitely a pleasant surprise there. All right, let's see if we can get everybody across this bridge without falling down below to the ancient nobleman down there that will eat us alive. But I mean, next year she's gonna go off to college. Well, one more year of high school, and then the next year is like I'm already it's 2027, right? So you know she'll probably never come back. Jeez. one foot out the door and, you know, ready to be your own person. There's this country song that I've heard a few times. It's like, you know, don't grow up or something like that, where kids want to grow up so fast, but they don't realize that growing up sucks because they just don't get it. And growing up does suck. You know, you have to pay bills and all kinds of nonsense. Taxes. And more taxes and taxes all day long. It's just taxes. That's all it is. That's all growing up is paying taxes. There you go. All right. That one died extremely fast. Am I even going the right way? I don't even know. Why the long face, man? Kill 100 of those finally. Alright, Morden Standard's over. Ready for the Druid info dump. Yeah, drop it. Drop the Druid info dump. Let's see what's going on. Alright. Excellent. Now, this way. What the is that a player? Is that a player here now? That is. All right, that's a I was like, what the hell is that? I was like, what the hell is that? All right, it's just the necromancer. All right, perfect. All right. Yeah, go for it, Grix. Let's I'll read it aloud as you get it in there. So surprising to see a player right there. I was like, what the hell is that? What was that achievement? Oh, same one. All right, where are we at here? 50% to go, and we'll be 55. I'm actually surprised we're getting 55 in one day. Definitely. I mean, without like going out of my way to try really hard. It's pretty crazy. All right, now I don't really want to encroach on his camp, but I need to get through here, so he can either. I mean, he's 65. I don't think he's getting any decent experience from this nonsense. All right, let's target this one. All right, it says we got a third one on us, but I don't see that. Maybe that's one his. Just massing through. Hopefully I can kill this one fast enough. Come on. And perfect. All right, now we should be able to go through here. Drop down here. All right, he's right there. So we'll just go out this way. All right. Now we're to the other side of the zone. Right here, I'm going to drop a campfire just in case, right? Like, I don't want to I don't want to deal with having to run all the way back here. So you were raw dogging it that whole time. We are now locked in, and we're gonna try to do this and get. So what is this guy? He's level 59, right? He's a little bit higher level. Everybody's with us. Why you didn't loot that? All right, whatever. I think we should be fine as long as we like stick to singles. If we get more than one, like we can't mez it, right? Because we don't have the spell. But we should be doing fine here. Hey, long shot. How you doing, man? How you doing? Good morning to you. All right, let's get this Noble Crusader. Level 63. Oof. What have I done? What have I done? What am I doing? Let's actually try to debuff this guy. I think that's gonna be the smartest path here. Alright, Grix. Druids have 2 nukes that damage the target and heal the target's target. 2 attack debuffs that debuff the target and heal the target's target. 1 debuff that increases the frost damage and puts 1 heal over time on the target's target. 1 nuke that gives the druids next to heals twin cast and the nuke's target. 1 of the attack debuffs is a blessing of Ro. AA line, so it's a big to remember if you can cast that between spell gem refreshes. All right. I'm thinking in my head on how I'm going to multi-bind this. I'm going to have like 1 button just for nukes and then target heals and 1 button for direct heals. I see it in my head now. I think we can do it. This guy's might have been better to stay in the lower level of section. Now that I'm thinking about this. All right, 3% experience, not too shabby. Not too shabby. 63%, 62%. I can't read. All right, let's take a pup squad here. Let them get a little bit of mana, because this is going to be another long fight here. Probably worth noting that the 2 nukes that heal the target share a timer, so you can only really use 1 of them. And I'm one of those dirty druids that wish they would uncouple these nukes and give them separate timers. Let's see here. Yeah, the druid has the port to there, but I'm only gonna go till 55 anyway. So, like, taking the whole of the time to go buy spells and stuff is gonna be Giggle, I'm a part of the Everquest stream team. Is there something some of the content creators, I guess is what it's called. Is there like the best way to get in touch with somebody would be a support ticket though, or adding somebody on Discord. Oh, come on. What are you guys doing? Alright, let's get him debuffed. Hopefully we can get him slowed. I think that's like the big one, since he's so much higher level than us. There we go. Got him. Alright, let's get him burned down here. Flame of Light. Ethereal Cleansing. Land. Let's see here. I would go to the official Discord, and there's a support channel, and tell them that you can't get past it, and that might help. I've had some issues like that before. No, this is live there, long shot. This is live. I like air pets because of the stun. I use water pets on my 131, but I use the air pets here for the extra little stun. The official Discord, I don't have a link off the top of my head, but if you go to the everquest.com, I think at the bottom they link Discord. You should be able to figure it out from there. There we go. Really? All right. This mez didn't work very well. Yeah, this is Journal. Journal. I think it's got something else after the name, like Malin Starfire or something like that too. But I think the first part of the name is Journal. That pet is gonna die if he does not stop what he's doing. He did die, actually. Get another one up. Yeah, yellow means it's a gold server, so you have to have a gold account to play on it. So all the TLPs and stuff like that. Journal should be accessible without a gold membership. No, it does not have random loot. It's a normal live server. No. The stuns are real. Yeah, the random loot servers are pretty fun. Teak being the most popular one right now. And that's where you kill a named and you get any, like, there's buckets, right? So like all the level named in this certain bucket will drop the same loot, so it makes it a lot easier to get items and stuff like that. Like there's a ring that you can turn in to get some boots to give you like run speed, right? And that ends up dropping off a lot more mobs instead of like one very rare mob. So, you know, it's a better experience in most cases, on a TLP and stuff like that, where, you know, you might have a hard time getting, you know, the rare mob in one spot, but, you know, multiple spots across the game, definitely better to do. I just had a great idea that could keep the remote Sundew line as the standard nuke direct heal, but change the remote Moonfire to be the nuke hot. Oh, that'd be nice. You should suggest that on the Discord or the forums. That would probably go pretty far. Yeah, so it's a little bit, you know, a little bit funner because you can get different camps and have more fun, you know, doing different stuff than, you know, the same thing over and over again. So, but you know, it just depends there. But at the same time, it can be frustrating. Like I know when I played on Teak that you know, we were trying to get a specific item and we never could get it. We'd always get like random stuff. So you know, it's got its give and its take, right? It's not just all sunshines and rainbows. But at the same time, you can sell the things that you don't want a little easier because it's free trade. So it just depends. There we go. In Depths of Dark Hollow, they gave Druids this awesome utility spell that was an AoE heal. It grew 20% absorb, 1600 damage, and a damage shield stacked with everything. But they never carried it beyond Depths of Dark Hollow. It was probably because it was too overpowered. I mean, that sounds like a pretty strong spell there. AoE snare plus group absorb. There isn't there like a line that's kind of like they turned it into like a proc buff, right? Way of something. There's like it's like a purple spell. It's like Way of the Means or Way of the something. I can't remember, but it's like a proc buff that you can put on, if I recall correctly. It's been a while since I looked at my druid, in all honesty. Alright, 76%. Excellent. And I didn't sit them. What is it? Is it this little thing right here? Like I mouse down and I loot all the visual lag goes away. It's kind of funny. All right, looking good. All right, 79%. All right, then we can go through the little fire here. Yeah, mysterious ways. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, okay. There we go. That's it. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Alright, the DDAH didn't do direct healing, and it was a snare, damage absorbs. Oh, okay. Nice. Alright, sorry. What is that Depths of Dark Hollow spell called? I want to make sure I use the crap out of that when we get it. until it's no longer usable. Hungry Vines. All right, perfect. I'll make sure to use that when we get to 70-ish. All right, I think these guys are repopping now, right? Nope. What about you, Highborn? 59. We're gonna be fighting you for a little bit. Sit you guys back down. Same section as snare. All right, perfect. Might turn you around. There we go. All right. Full damage. Let's get all the damage out there. And what is in your thing here? All right, steel sword. 30-second recast, kind of the first group heal we get before the AA comes into play. Nice. I like songs with recast time, or spells with recast times. Makes it easier to throw them in my multi-bind. Alright, all you guys sit. There you go. Good. Good puppies. Alright, what do we got over here? Alright, the Highborn. This one respawned. I'm gonna grab this one. But this one here is gonna respawn. So we're going to have to play that. Yeah, the forums are brutal. Absolutely brutal. Definitely. I don't know. It's weird. Like there's what is it? Like there's like this mentality, right, where people are like it's like a bucket of crabs, right? And like one crab's trying to get out, and they like to just pull everybody down versus like raising everybody up. It's this weird mentality people have. You know, like nerf them into the ground because I'm jealous, and then you know, it's just like, you know, everybody should be, you know, fairly equal in doing everything, and everybody should get buffs. I don't think any of the classes should get nerfed personally unless they're doing something broken. But yeah, it's like I can only do so much Shattering a Row before like current expansion. I don't know, something about the Outer Brood. I could just grind those dragons all day long in Gilded Spire, but for some reason it's not giving me that same feeling that I was getting when I do anything in Shattering a Row. I don't know what it is. I think maybe I just like killing dragons, but definitely starting over with a low level is definitely what I do anyway. I have perpetual ultitis or whatever it's called. I love making new characters, but then I end up making, you know, videos for all of them and all that stuff. But I think my next group is going to be something I've not done before, so it's going to probably be like a ranger. Probably do another berserker, you know, like a ranger, berserker, and maybe something else, like a three-way kind of thing. Just not sure what the other classes would be at this point. I don't know if I can take doing 6 again. It's just really taxing on whatnot. I'm trying to wait for this one here to spawn so I don't get like 2 at the same time. Might as well do clarity. Yeah. Definitely. Let's do damage shield too. I don't know. I like leveling more than I do progressing. I don't know. It's just more fun to level, I think. I don't have time to raid, and I don't have there's not much else to do other than that. Perfect. Mallow, slow, or snare, druid buff, slow, tash, everything landed that time. Perfect. Excellent. All right, let's get this guy going here. Yeah. The most I've gotten is 14 million. I can't... until I get my Berserker 130, I don't think I'm gonna get much higher than that. And I think once I get the Berserker 130, I should be able to get at least 15 million, maybe a little bit more. But right now he's dead weight. Dead weight. I don't want that one. I feel like it's going to be 2. And there's going to be one right here in just a second. Come on. That is taking slightly longer than I was expecting. Pretty sure we killed that one pretty quick. There he is. Man, whatever those light beams are is definitely giving me some frame rate lag. Every time I turn the camera down, it goes back to 60 FPS. Let's see here. I pulled a mana burn off Wizards in the Outer Brood, and some of the name just end up. Oh, I'm too fast. But with short missions and SOR, he's back on the menu. Yeah, I wish. I like the Lorgan song, like 2 missions. Like, I don't know why, but you get more currency, right, for the 2 missions. And I kind of wish I got more currency and there was less missions, in all honesty, because I'm lazy, right? I don't want to go do four missions a day. I don't mind doing 1 mission every 6 hours, but I don't know. It's just taxing for me to go and do. I only do 3 of my. I still haven't been able to box the spite one myself yet. I got really close. I got the damn thing down to 2%, and then I wiped, and I just didn't want to go through that all that again. But I think once I get my Berserker 130, I'll be able to do it, no problem. See, the Arboreal Absolution line is fun because it includes a Trent illusion. It should also combine the line with Mystical Ways, though. I don't know when the last time I was given a caster only or melee only group. Usually you have a mix, but I'm on a late stage TLP. Okay. Come on. All right, somebody hit 55. Soldatna, the mage, hit 55. These are definitely good experience. This is really good. Like, if you're 59 paladin, right, you get slay undead. All this stuff's undead, so you can just clean up. I think in the Holdridge's Crusade we did that series. We came here and I had like a raid 2-hander and I was just like destroying this stuff. It was hilarious. Definitely fun experience. So 55, we get Bind, Affinity, Gate, Summon Companion, a new spell slot. So we got to figure that into our thing here. Secondary Forte, some critical stuff, some new stuff, spellcasting subtlety. So we got some nice stuff. Now we should be doing less aggro now. There we go. All right. So we got 55 on the Paladin. So we got another spell slot, which is good because I was already feeling kind of cramped. We'll have to... Oh my god, I can't... There we go. Natural durability, so our hit points go up a little bit. Persistent casting, weapon affinity, destructive, fury. So we get some crits now on our spells. Combat stability, agility. We're going to tank better. Finishing blow. We're going to be able to finish things. Critical melee attacks now. We get some healing buffs and mental clarity. Nice. Hey, Rob Red. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? Yeah, we're well, I would say that the live stuff is quasi working out, right? Like it's like the views dropped. I think I lost like 15,000 monthly views just by switching to live only. But at the same time, the end of December, I kind of like went kind of limp and didn't do anything except live streams, and then that was it. So, and then I took 2 weeks off. So we're getting back. We're trying to pull it back. I'm already back up, I think 2,000 views, monthly views, from the negative like 10 or 15,000 I lost, as I start putting out a video every day on top of the streaming. So it's definitely a lot of work to get it all going. So definitely working to recorrect. Like it's hard to find a balance that is good, right? Like I don't know, it's I've gone from, you know, trying to do 3 videos a day, which was absolutely killing me. You know, I did, you know, a video every other day. I've done all kinds of different things, and it's just hard to find what works in this content category. So definitely. Yeah, I definitely definitely next year I'm going to be saving up videos, right? So the way I plan on doing this is I plan on doing the Hobbs and Friends series, but releasing those videos kind of slowly as I need them, right? Like on days I don't have videos, boom, Hobbs and Friends video. But I gotta work up a catalog, if you will, of all those. But with this series, like I'm getting all these, you know, I'm getting like what, 5, 6 guide videos just on how I play these guys every 5 levels. So that's gonna keep me busy for a while. Yeah, my wife's pretty supportive about it. Garrett, I'm not 100% sure what the personalized loot will be. I don't think they've given out full details. Someone said earlier that the it's gonna be everybody gets like random personal loot, kind of like how WoW does it. So it'd be like everybody gets you know, a chance at that item that just dropped, right? Personal, but it would be randomly different. So everything would be different for every person in the group. Which, you know, may or may not be fun. If you can't trade items, it's not going to be fun, because things are no trade, right? I find if I slow down Fossil that the views drop significantly. Like if there's not a video every day, the views drop. It's like really weird. Like I guess to get the algorithm happy for YouTube, it's you need a new item, at least one item a day. If I do more than 3, I've done testing because I did like 4 or 5 there for a while in one day, and anything over 3 totally fucks it up, and anything under 1 a day messes it up for me. But then again, I'm a very small channel, right? It's really, really small, so it's not able to get, you know, a lot of extra views just from, you know, people, like 1 million people watching, right? Like, it's every view is is very, very unique, right? I've done so I did some AI short things just like to mess around with the launch of Shattering a Row, and I've gotten some ideas for doing some shorts, but I have not implemented enough shorts, I think. And like, shorts add a lot of views, right? Like, I did some more those AI ones. They got a lot of views. They got like at least 1,000 views per AI short, right? Which I don't know how that actually translates into anything, but compared to like a normal video view, because I don't watch YouTube shorts, so I'm not 100% sure like how it works, but it did increase the views there for a few days during that, but it just didn't. It's a lot more work because I have to record it differently to make it as short. See you, Painted Dragon. Have a good one, man. But it's also a smaller. It's also a smaller, you know, game, right? Like, it's not like, you know, WoW with like 1 million, you know, 1 million plus players, right? I think Everquest has about, you know, 100 to 200,000 players probably total. So, you know, definitely, you know, something there. Yeah, I could. I'm just, again, I'm lazy when it comes to all this. So I'd probably need to find like an editor or something, somebody who could, you know, suffer through finding clips and stuff that, you know, I'm not good at. I don't know. Well, I think a lot of the value in the is, you know, the conversation, which is, you know, longer than 60 seconds in most cases, right? I just don't have the eye for what is going to be something worth somebody clicking on, right? And definitely you as the viewer, I think you guys can like click clip and stuff like that on all the platforms, and then I can see those later and do stuff with those. So if you guys see something cool, clip it or something. I don't know how that works. I'm not really that, but I can definitely do something with that, I think, later on. But yeah, I do have some ideas for some shorts that will probably be coming up in the next week or so. The Rage Quit and Relic, yeah. Oh man, I don't think I touched the game for a few hours, you know, quite a while after that. It's like I close the game. If I close all the clients, I just load up like Vintage Story or something and just play a single player game. Wonder if something like that happens. Oh my gosh. Am I gonna get 56 before I get all 55 on all these guys? Come on now. Alright, we're just waiting on Voxel, and yeah, he's almost done. Death sequel content. Oh, jeez. All right. I'll try that next time. Next time I die with everybody, I'll do that. Maybe we'll just go to Spite and have fun for no reason. Because I die in Spite all the time. Come on. There you go. A Band of Twilight. All right. Random that. These is like look at the tribute value on this thing. Jeez. Oh. Really? All right. So here, see here. We just need Voxel to level, and I think we're gonna call it for the day. And then that means there will be no stream tomorrow because I'll be making level 55 videos because I just won't have enough time otherwise to get them done before Wednesday. And then if there's no patch on Wednesday, which doesn't look like there's going to be, we'll be here Wednesday working our way to 60. So we'll do 55 to 60 maybe on Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday and Thursday. Come on. Oh, he's getting schwacked over here. He's getting really schwacked. I don't really think I can get it off him at this point. There we go. Come on. There we go. All right, what are you at now? You're at 95. Perfect. Yeah, it's just I don't know where to find somebody. And the videos make like almost zero money. So it's like would it even be worth it to pay somebody to do it, you know? But if I could find somebody who'd be interested in doing it, you know, maybe we can work out something. But yeah, so in a few levels, it's not the aggro is not going to be an issue. Like in very soon, right? It's just not going to be an issue. It's just I don't have any of the AAs yet. So, and I'm having him cast like stupid things like AoE Maz right now to to work on his skills. But I think we could probably take that one out at this point. Plus the nukes that enchanters have do high amounts of stun or aggro. But we're kind of holding aggro here. Oh, there we go. He leveled. All right. Jeez. So, with that, we're all 55 now. I'm going to go buy spells. I'm going to go get everything set up. We got a new spell gem, so I got to re-evaluate everything. Everything set up and configured, right? So there's some changes there that we'll make for the 55 videos that we didn't have in the 50 videos. So, but everybody is now 55. So definitely got further today than I thought I was going to get this early in the week. So, excellent. So next on Wednesday, we'll take a random zone, whatever that is, with Undead, and we'll go off and do that. So thank you guys very much for hanging out today. Thank you guys to Corinth, Fagels, and yeah, guys for the Amazon Prime subscriptions, and everybody else who subscribed and followed. Thank you very much to you guys today. I will see you guys soon. Thank you very much, and have a fantastic day.